Let's talk about this 65-inch TV with a tilt mount in Minnetonka. So I remember when this one came in. Now, see the dates here just show January 31st, but that's just because when I uploaded these, I have to batch upload or batch write these out because, I mean, there's no way, you know, I finish the job, take a photo, and then what do I sit in the park and write these long explanations out? Wouldn't be able to do that. So what I do is I take a voice note on my phone as I'm driving to the next one. I just click record, and then it just records, just like I'm doing now, basically on video. I do right after the job, so I don't forget any of it, and I can just talk about it, and then I just take the transcript, and then I have to clean it up because obviously the transcription isn't perfect, and so, but that allows me to get it all down, which I like. But oh, I put that because she had been worried about the security deposit. Like, I don't know what if you mess something up, or, she was super concerned. And so what I do is, if they haven't gone thoroughly through my website, which who has time to do that, I will just send them over a bunch of apartment examples. And that way they can see, they can gain confidence that I've done this thousands of times, and then I know what I'm doing, and they don't have to be so anxious about it. Um, she's like, I don't want to lose my security deposit. I don't want to lose mine either. And so, but this is a pretty simple one. She wanted to mount it up pretty high, and her husband wasn't there, so I'm always a little leery of that because um, I often like, whether the husband's there and the wife isn't, or the wife's there and the husband isn't, I really want the other one to have input too. And so often what I'll do is I'll say, can you shoot a photo of where you're suggesting you want the TV? Because I'll, I'll give them a visual, and then, mark a little piece of tape, and then they can see like, oh, okay, no, how about 4 inches lower? Maybe a little lower than that. And I go, okay, you sure about this spot? You know, if it's way too high, I'll kind of push back a little bit and say, are you sure? No, this isn't overly high. I mean, sometimes people have asked me to mount it so the top is like 4 inches from the ceiling, which I really push back, and I'll make a little joke like, you're paying to get your TV mounted once, not twice, so be sure. Now, of course, I'd mount it again, but that's my little way of saying let's be sure about this before drilling into the wall. Um, but she showed me a photo of their last place, and the TV was mounted, up a little higher like this. And this is she was on a budget. They were younger, and so they're. Oh man, I remember being in that position where you're just trying to afford rent, food, car payments, and you're just trying to make ends meet, and you want your place to look good, so you do something that's, mounting a TV is absolutely not a necessary thing to do in life. But you want your place to look good, you want the extra space by not having the TV sitting on a console or an entertainment stand. And so you say, okay, yeah, this one will only cost me $150. But if I get the cord concealing done, exterior concealing would be $75. Then it's $225. The bracket already cost me $50. And so it adds up. And so I always try to let people know, how about I just come mount the TV, and then here's how you do the cord concealing. You go to Home Depot, get cord concealing strips. They literally have 3M adhesive on the back. Stick it to the wall. Take a level, stick it to the wall so that it's straight up and down. You don't want it to be all cockeyed. And then you simply just put the cords in there and snap it shut. That's all you do. And so I try to give little pep talks, with people who aren't that handy, so that they can realize, oh, this is something I could do. I didn't even realize that's how easy it was. That way they don't have to pay me to do that, because there's so many things that I feel that it's unnecessary to hire out. And, I'm not trying to grab every last little morsel of dollar out of somebody's pocket for a TV mounting job. It's just TV mounting. This isn't heart surgery. There's no need to stress or pay too much money. Now, there are TV mounting jobs where, I mean, it's going to cost you because there's high risk for me. The liability's high. Porcelain tile fireplaces, for instance, very difficult to drill through. Even with my tools, you can't rush it. I could drill through it in a second if I wanted. It's going to split the whole thing, bust it all apart. You know, then I mean the liability on that, my insurance isn't going to be happy with me. Therefore, I'd pay it out of pocket, and that's even worse. And so, those cost a lot of money for obvious reasons. Stacked stone fireplaces as well, because these are expensive fireplaces, and things can go wrong. But this TV on a drywall in an apartment complex, save your money. Have me mount your TV. No other add-ons. Just get the TV up and then do the cord concealing, make everything look pretty from there as a little DIY project.